No, you do you, Neo. Qbert can behave a tiny bit. That's all I need.
I'm always well behaved.
No,
No,
you're not.
that's a
No,
lie.
you're not.
An absolute lie.
I've seen you not behaving. Let's just say that way, both in person and in voice chat.
Listen, just because of the way I talk sometimes when I'm behind closed doors does not make me a bad person.
No, they don't say bad person. They say you misbehave.
Mm-hmm.
Right, fair enough.
You
fair
tell me
enough.
how to stop that.
I'll take that.
So it's, I mean, Lemes. It's why I almost asked, is Lemes going pal rifle? That's like that's a sign of insanity, I think. Asking that.
But then
Yeah,
again,
I mean-
think how many humans played Archmage first every game.
This is it feels like this feels too deep, Qbert. Don't
But
make me
you're
think about
the
that.
one that introduced this idea of it being insane to play only power rifle.
No, it was insane to ask if Lemes was going to play power rifle. No. I don't think it's insane to play power rifle. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, I misunderstood.
Yes. It was more the fact that I was about to ask, let's see if Lemes is also going power rifle.
It's absurd to question it.
Yes, it is. I wonder about the maps of the hot build, like if there's any difference in which maps are good and bad for it. I guess Oxy can fill us in there.
Surely LR is good, right? Because you've got the mercenary camp. I feel like any merc camp access would be great with Firelord.
Yeah, because you do the expo and then into Merc, so you get some way to also... I mean, if human plays standard with Archmage, you get something to dispel the water elementals for early pressure. Be good.
To be honest, with where the tree is, you could kind of do the merc early on as well.
Maybe that's what he's
I'm
doing.
not sure. Oh no, he's
That
going to
makes
the small green. I think this makes better sense. Yeah, start with
Yeah.
the green, get the lava spawn train rolling. Rolling. Right.
You're 2 spawns an hour or something, I would guess?
Almost. There we go. Wow, 9 feels really quick.
Yes.
Wowzers. They see me rolling. Perfect. Thank you guys. Join in with my rolling stuff that I was rambling about.
Fresh reference there, Qbert.
I mean, rolling rawhide is definitely more obscure than like.
Oh yeah, that's Blues
Chameleonaire.
Brothers. Or the original that is even older. But,
Oh,
yeah.
look at this. 5 lava spawns. Here we go.
Nice.
This Magi doesn't stand a chance.
No,
Yeah,
that died
LR
fast.
definitely looks good. The fact that you have a green so close to the expo to get the lava spawns generated, and then the tree just makes its way to the expo, this is super nice. And then you do Merc for level 3, boom. You have a Berserker, Priest, cancel that Archer that Sheik's making right now, so you get the Berserker right now.
7
Hopefully he
spawns after
does.
creeping expo is just insane.
Yeah, look how fast the Rock Golem dies too. Not even looking at what the mess is doing right now. Just amazed.
It
This
basically
beautiful
has
Warcraft.
7 free archers, or it's not free, but semi-free archers, right? Like, when
Oh.
you think about it.
Oh, Lionhorn as well. Beautiful.
I got to cut you off for a bit because we got a donation. €5 by Snaka Poker. 3 reasons why I love Germany. Neo, Remo, beer. Love it. Thank you very much.
You should give the order, though. What do you think? Beer, or you first? Or Remo first?
Well, nice that you didn't even contemplate him at
I
first.
didn't mean that, Remo!
Yeah, as if he's listening. Come on. Well, it's obviously me.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think we all agree. Sorry for the lags, by the way, guys. We will fix it in the next game. You guys can blame Toxie because he wasn't able to fix my connection to these servers. Thank you.
Classic Toxie mistake.
Yeah.
Just gotta live with it.
Yeah.
Toxie, I'm sitting next to Toxie during Rara, probably, so I also need to be a bit careful here.
Yep.
We will protect you. We got security.
He's significantly taller, stronger, and smarter than me, so I need to be a bit careful. Odds are not stacked in my favor.
I was gonna say, they're really not. So, something that was happening for a second there, I don't know if you noticed, but you know when the Firelord... have you noticed this attack animation is super weird right now? Like he's doing
let's
like
see.
he's digging up from the ground, like with two hands, like when he spawns the lava spawn. With Incinerate, he was also sometimes doing that attack animation as well. Like you see when he hits the hero. Well, okay.
Yeah, it does like Dragon
doesn't happen
Ball
usually.
from Street Fighter, or not Dragon Ball, but
Hadouken!
Hadouken basically sometimes.
That
Close to
doesn't normally happen with Incinerate. If I'm not wrong, I could be wrong. But the lava spawn animation seemed to have crossed over to the Incinerate animation, which is normally just because it's Norb, it doesn't have an animation.
If that's actually changed, do you think that has changed now, or we didn't even notice before just because Incinerate was such a like?
Oh, just because I
spelling
never
thing?
saw Firelords, I never noticed. Regardless, so it could just be, it could have always been there.
And
I
this
don't know.
push is
Wow,
non
this is getting.
You can't stop this push. And this is with
Oh.
the Night of Going Expo.
Yeah, I actually like Sheik's approach here to go with the level 2 spawns.
Yeah.
Because with Incinerate almost being free, you could just maintain lava spawns constantly.
Yep.
And now maybe Sheik, you know, he is a really strong micro player. I think he'll play around Siphon Mana a little bit better than Starship did. And, you know, just be able to get more of those bad boys out. Just creeping at his face as well. It's a little bit funny. As I said before, rifles, again, really, really good at stealing creeps. Sheik here, not really producing anything in the meantime. He's so far away from tier 2 because he delayed it so much. I guess you just buy scrolls and maybe an invoice or something to tide you over for the time being. And Lemes,
But
he's
it's
in quite a lot
not
of trouble.
bad for him to just, I mean, given that his goal is probably to do something along the line Starship did, and it's not horrible for just have a lot of archers. It just has damage. Yes, I think it's the same with, I guess, Power Rifle as it was used to be, and probably to a certain degree is with Azor, that you can just out mass by going a lot of hunters and hope you can just out DPS everything. And I guess like this is what Sheik is trying to do, and what the Orb of Venom strat kind of does, right? So I don't think this is a bad approach by Sheik even now. I think he should be able to hold this pretty easily. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean the level 2 paladin here that's nearly dead is pretty underwhelming to say the least.
Indeed.
And the mercenary camp access, if Sheik had a wisp in position, he could just buy an ogre mauler and a muddy.
Yeah.
And that would be pretty nice as well. I'm not sure why Sheik hasn't bought a second hero. Perhaps he's going solo hero for buffed Volcano. That would be
Or
awesome.
or Max Troll maybe as well. Sheik is a player that wants to have some fun sometimes, and he probably feels he's
Here we go,
close
here's
to
Max.
clinching the game.
I just want to see that Volcano, man. Definitely one of the coolest ultimates in the game by far. Not just because of what it does, but also the animation. The fact that the
Yes.
whole ground erupts is so awesome. Because one of my other favorite and rare to see ultimates is Death and Decay, but it doesn't have like a sick animation.
No.
It's just sort of purple, like almost bubble-like flames. They're like, whoop, and that's it.
Firelord overall feels very tacked on. I would say even like the character design of it kind of looks a bit unfinished. I think a lot of people have said so earlier. But the volcano animation kind of feels like maybe that was like trying to use something else and then like to fit it into the Firelord, because that looks like it took a lot of time, just like from how the game looked back then. It's super big just as an effect for this game. It's an interesting idea. GG. We should probably talk more about that final fight, but it was pretty one-sided.
It was. Yeah, I feel like it's
Sheik's
noticeable
approach.
that the Firelord came out a lot later than the Lich, for example. Like 1.5 years, or even no longer, like two years, as the Firelord was not even introduced with Frozen Throne, but rather a patch. And Lich was probably one of the first, so yep. Guys, can we use Flow TV? Because I lag on this server a lot.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe.
That sounds like someone who doesn't know
Maybe.
how to operate Flow TV.
So this happened last time. Do you remember there was a game where we had to go to Flow TV and I just didn't want to admit to you that I had no idea how to use Flow TV?
Yeah, I remember.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh.
TV button.
since then that you didn't learn?
No, I never bothered.
Unbelievable.
I know.
But you're using
Because
the
when
new
you go
launcher,
to-
right?
I am, yes.
Then you can just click on Flow TV,
TV button.
the TV button.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. Yeah.
And then you look for games with the player Lemes, and then it's done.
It's gonna take a bit of a while then, because
Yeah.
It's not up though, right?
No, that's fine. Then we have to talk for a few minutes.
Oh my god, talking with you
Yeah.
guys, horrible.
Qubert, who doesn't even have a proper Scottish accent.
Exactly. Wait, you know what?
Terrible at it.
Well, you know what?
What can I do? What am I meant
Meanwhile,
to do?
everyone has figured out that I'm from like somewhere else than, or from the Nordics, so you have to get this in order, Qubert.
I'm just totally fine with you not talking and me clicking the button on the Tillerman soundboard.
Okay.
We can do like
Are
3
you,
minutes.
are you enjoying that?
I am.
I don't really
Have you
care
figured
if
out a
you
way to
say,
get
"Oh,
this into
player
broadcast
uses
yet, though?
This player doesn't use
The people
beans.
hear it.
This
You
player
don't
uses
hear it.
beans and he rapes all
Well, I have to
humans.
put it on stream then. Well, then I have to keep in mind the delay, so I'll just.
Somebody in chat, by the way, Hazo said, "Didn't Qubert donate $55,555 one time?"
Yeah, Qbert, did you?
Yes. Yes, because that's the only reason why I'm allowed on this cast.
Yeah. And for the next cast, I then, of course, demand that you repeat that action.
Repeat it. It's only logical, right?
I think so.
SNS is writing the funniest stuff in chat right now.
Yeah, he's accusing me of misbehavior, which of course.
Never. Never would you misbehave. I've never seen you misbehave.
Ooh. Oh,
Uh-huh.
that statement might end like follow me somewhere. I think some guy somewhere has like, look here.
Yo, SNS with the 2,000 bits for the boys. Thank you, thank you,
Hell
thank
yeah.
you. Dude, I'm so afraid that SNS might get stabbed in Dortmund.
He's gonna be fine.
You think?
No, we're fine. He has his protector. Wouldn't the new hero be there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has his. He has
New
his
hero. Johnny's. What's it? Wait, hold on. Let me think.
You thinking about the name?
Okay, no, I thought of something really weird and it doesn't make sense.
Oh,
For some bizarre reason, I was thinking of like keepers and guardians, right? And then I thought of My Sister's Keeper, which is like a really sad movie
it is.
about a person with, I think, cancer that dies. So, yeah, we'll just scratch that.
Wow, that's a way to
that's-
lighten up the mood on a Friday
Classic
evening.
Just yeah, going in there and just making this stream just a happy time, Neo. What are you talking about?
You know, what it means is this stream is so happy and upbeat that even what I just said will not taint the mood
True,
whatsoever.
true.
Kovac says the new launcher Flow TV does not do custom games yet.
Oh, well then you're screwed.
Kovacs.
Kovacs, what are you even doing every day except saving Warcraft 3?
Except saving
The game has probably started then now by a
It
pretty long while.
Oh yeah.
should have, but I don't see it yet.
Do you have the old brand?
Oh, I do.
launcher?
Shadow Grave. I got it. 60 seconds.
Okay. So you have to just do the old launcher, do the same thing, I guess.
Well, I always use the old launcher thingy, the third-party
Oh, you
program.
use the old like Flow TV system game. Maybe
Yeah.
like when you do that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't think I even have that.
You know what? I'm gonna stream it to you if that's all right.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the easiest.
Azul
Boomer
says to
Qubert.
SNS, try say this word. Oh my god, what a horrible word. Brauchstreifen sei nicht Hühnchen. Something like that.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Brauchstreifen Eichhörnchen. That doesn't make sense at all. I don't know what that's no word that people use.
That's
Yeah.
2 words, no? Not one? And it should be Bauch. Not Bauch.
Azul
It
is one of
means
these Swiss people. They're all really weird.
It means Gumbo. Shut up, kid.
All right, I'm almost there. How far along are you, Dondo?
Oh, should I? Like, yeah, so maybe I can just watch through as well. But I can
Okay, yeah,
also-
sure.
Since you're already putting up Discord, we can just watch through you. You can be our
course.
only source of game knowledge here.
Oh my god, we'd be so screwed if I'm the only source on game knowledge on this broadcast.
Neo,
Okay.
that's what you're here for, man.
I know.
No.
I know what the second part of that word is, Neo. I think the Strifen thing. I think that's like a chipmunk of any sort.
Correct.
That's kind of where I stopped.
That is
I don't know
very
what the
true.
first part means.
Hühnchen is that squirrel?
It is squirrel. Eichhörnchen.
Yeah. Oh, Einhörnchen. Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a really horrible word to say. Not gonna lie.
So
The
is a
same
lot of
French
German
is terrible as
words.
well.
A Scottish insulting the German language. Who
I didn't
doesn't even
insult
speak.
it. I didn't insult it. I
That's
just
a
said it was really
horrible
hard
word. How could you come
to
up with that
pronounce,
word?
To pronounce. Hey,
They
listen,
do
I
call-
didn't say. All right, listen. I'm just being bullied. Okay.
They do call German the most beautiful language in the world for a reason, Neo, right?
Yeah, I constantly say that. I like all the time.
Famously known. I don't. Well, to be fair, Norwegian doesn't get that quoted that often either in that competition. So
I think most people on this planet doesn't even know that Norwegian is an actual language.
no, well, a lot of people would say like there's some people speaking Viking language or something.
Mhm.
Would be like my suspicion.
Yeah.
I actually really like
It's
Danish.
close.
I don't like Norwegian as much. Danish is way
Quberte.
better.
No.
Yeah, Danish. They glide
Friendship with
across
Quberte
their-
ended. Where's Miyagi here? Even Miyagi is
What?
Danish, and even we wouldn't agree. I think.
Yeah, maybe not the best day to talk about him today.
Oh.
Yeah, let's we don't get him on. We got a hot build, everybody.
for the 5th game running.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Good to see. I wonder if Lemes is making some adjustments or if it's just Pally Rifles again. To be honest, I'm already bored by the lack of unit diversity.
Yeah, that's what's immediately apparent, right?
Yeah.
Just archer versus rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, Lemes actually this time doesn't get light shield on one of his own units, but rather the ogre warrior. A little bit unfortunate. Yeah. As we talked about before, you know, this is cool to see in isolation as a matchup being played out, but definitely not game in, game out.
No.
Oh, circle it. Oh, love it. Love to see it again.
You do? I hate
love
it.
circle it.
I hate it with a passion. It's so
It's just
strong.
such a good item. It's so strong. That's why I love it.
Yeah, but it would be fun if all these items
is,
were evenly strong, but it's definitely outstanding.
This is the principal
I
way
agree.
of Quberte.
I agree.
Is this too strong shouldn't be. Except this thing that's too strong. I like it.
Because it's cool as heck.
And we'll be in voice chat like 2 months from now, and he will lose a game because of a circuit on the opposite side, and then he'll be bitching. But it's too late then.
No. Quberte will not. Quberte will be like, I don't play this game. I don't mind. I think it's cool. Probably would be me.
Yeah? You think?
And then he's asking me for another Smurf because he has laddering sight. Sad thing.
Yeah, kind of. You know, thanks for bringing up my vulnerabilities in front of 1,000 people.
Oh,
Well, I did give you a free account. It's fine. It's a decent trade.
yeah, it's a
wow.
trade.
So it's like you're like the abusive dad, where it's like, oh, so I give you monetary things, but I crush you emotionally.
Yeah, you know how I work. I don't have like that emotional side of me. I just
No,
buy
you
things.
just
Ah, friends.
Okay.
Who needs
Yeah, I know.
enemies if you have friends
Probably
like
should
this?
talk about the game, but the game looks very similar to a game we already saw.
Yeah.
Only the fact that Sheik is pulling it off a lot more successfully, of course. I think Sheik is about to show us why this lava spawn thing doesn't work with the current values. Like why it's too good.
Yeah.
Because I think it's just going to do the
Especially
exact same
level 2,
thing
right?
again. Yes.
the level 2 spawns are such a huge upgrade in damage as well compared to level 1. Like, what is it, 21 to 45 or something? It's a really weird value. And yeah, that's just cracked when you can make 7 or 8 of them.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've seen with the Keeper patch, with the Crypt Lord patch, and with the Demon Hunter patch that enabling a crazy amount of early creeping is never healthy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Agree.
Wow. Look at that
solemn
ingenuity
moment.
from you, Dondolare, just copying exactly what I said.
Yeah, you know.
As if it's a lot better to just agree with me.
We can't afford to disagree with you, Neo. You're
True.
paying the bills right
Yeah.
now with us.
And
being
I
on
would
your stream.
immediately kick you off if you disagree with me.
Exactly.
Firelord creeping speed, by the way, is like insane. Like when emulation got buffed the first time, people like got their eyes up on how fast you can creep with Immo. But I mean, this Firelord creeps faster, no?
I think so.
I think it's more that the Firelord can just take on the hardest camps immediately. That's what
Yeah.
makes it strong. Like you could just be like, okay, I cleared one camp and now I'll do a lab.
Yeah.
Which is abnormal for Elf, right? They can't just do that with any hero.
We've also seen it by Lemes on Autumn Leaves, where he crept the natural. Oh, Firelord dead. Of course,
Yeah, he played a
he
bit
got
more
the Ankh
risky
because he
than
got the
he
lab. Yeah, but he went from natural expansion to lab in the middle on Autumn Leaves. That's sick, and
That's ballsy.
shouldn't work.
But it was with Pally, of course, right? So Pally let you take on harder camps if you blow through all your mana, I guess.
Oh, I mean that was Starshaped in the Lemes versus Starshaped games on Autumn Leaves.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. No, indeed. And it worked out kind of okay, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you go against a creep camp that has double purge, maybe that's a problem. But then again, it's kind of easy to prevent the purge from happening on the summon if you're just patient and you have so many archers and the Firelord, of course.
Yeah.
Although does it always, if you have a fully ranged army, does it always purge the summoned unit? I haven't played a fully ranged army for a long time, to be honest, so I don't really know. Here's the XP feed, by the way, from the level 2 lava spawns. A little bit of a nice donation for the Blood Mage, 41.3 off of that. This push timing seems to be pretty good, actually, because Sheik is teching to tier 3 behind this. It's going to be a long time before anything else comes online. There's no Naga in sight. Lumber seems to be quite a limiting factor for Elf on this build.
Yeah, it is, and of course, gold is really not with going just archers as well.
Yep.
So the imbalance in lumber versus gold becomes very apparent. Now Naga's here. I still think Sheik will be able to. Well, maybe not. I mean, it's kind of weird because you actually don't need to hold properly. Right? You just need to buy time to get an army comp that will work.
Sheik not doing the best job here, microing the archers back. It's not good as Elf when you're kind of fighting in the open, but your army doesn't have its back towards your base. Because if you try to micro them away, I mean, they're not going to reach the moonwells. You have to run through your opponent's army. So Sheik kind of fighting in a really, really bad spot. Not that I think fighting in a better spot would have helped much here. I think Lemes is kind of overpowering Sheik this time round.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a 6th game, most likely, of Firelord Insta Expo versus Palo Rifle, which who would thought that we'd be saying that in 2023?
It would be interesting to see like someone try to go like if one of the games were standard from one of the sides, just to see how it matches up, especially probably against the Firelord build that the human is standard, or what we would think is standard at least in the meta. So
that, and also I'd kind of like to see one game where the Firelord does not go for Insta Expo, but just plays a normal Town Hero opener.
I agree.
Like just to try out both sides. But this particular match here, Lemes definitely getting the edge over Sheik. The big mana was definitely pretty huge, but I think Lemes just played a little bit more solid this time. Didn't overcommit like in the other games to the early game, and just pushed with the hero levels you need, which is kind of what Pally Rifle fundamentally needs to be played like. You just need the levels, you push, and you're at your strongest at that point. So
I do agree with Toxi though. I've mentioned that several times. That maybe trying to go level 2 spawns and go Soulburn on level 3 just to keep the palette from, so you can actually get some rifle kills. Still like something that can be tested, because Incinerate, while we're very strong because it doesn't drain that much mana, maybe since the rifles are tanky enough, it's never able to kill them properly. So
yeah.
An idea at least to test out.
By the way, did Game 3 start already?
Let me check. Yes, it did.
It already did. Okay, so we need to do flow TP again. No worries.
Yeah, I would lag anyway, so yep, we have to go Flow TV. I'm sorry that you have to rely on my camera. I can tell you that we have all 4 quarterfinals though, and also the first semi-finalist. Guess who that is? Happy made it through already. Waiting for Lucy. He'll be up against Death Note or Mr. Winner, who defeated Fish. Sheik and Lemes, of course, our quarterfinal, and Hawk versus Anima, the other quarterfinal. So we'll see how that goes.
I would say that on... Sorry, go ahead. Okay. I would have said on paper that Hawk Anima would be a cool human mirror to watch, because Anima almost always picks MK, and Hawk would probably pick Archmage. But because it's the PTR, it's probably going to be an MK mirror, which, for the sake of the bash buff, would probably be entertaining, but it might also be a letdown. I'm not sure. I feel very conflicted about it.
I wonder how many crystal balls Hawk found in this tournament. It must be like
too many.
15 by now. Thank you, Buttcrumbs, by the way. I see you stepped up your German a lot. Gifting a sub to Juckender Hoden, Posaft and Haarig. Wonderful contributions, as always. I appreciate that.
What does that mean, hairy?
Haarig is hairy. Posaft is ass juice. And
oh, great.
Juckender Hoden is itchy balls. He is the greatest.
I applaud you, Buttcrumbs. I applaud you.
He is the greatest.
Feels like a good synergy between Buttcrumbs and Scratchy Balls, basically. Like feels
right.
Yeah.
You sound like someone who has a lot of experience with that.
Well,
I think it's just common male problems.
Yeah.
Getting Buttcrumbs, having itchy
not
balls.
Not gonna confirm or deny
things.
Neo.
Okay.
So, yeah,
good. We now know about the hygiene of Dondolare and Quberte.
Disgusting.
And jump into the decider who reaches the semifinal. Is it Sheik as a Night Elf, or is it Lemes with Pally Rifle race?
I wonder.
Tune in to find out.
One thing I was wondering when you talked about Fish, Mr. Winner, and Mr. Winner Hawk, human mirror with this bash levels on MK.
Ooh. Yeah, should be pretty great against breakers, eh?
Yeah, it'll just be like there's gonna be just like that icon over the heads of breakers every second, basically, which would be funny, but also probably super annoying to deal with, because like a hard to micro kind of battle just becomes even less microable. But yeah, we'll see. Well, we'll not see actually. Maybe I have to ask them for the replays to see how it looked.
They are on Flow TV, you know.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have no surprises at all on any side. Once again, we have a fast expansion and a Pally Rifle. And probably a Fire Lord.
Sounds like a good guess.
Yep.
Yes.
Was there, I'm forgetting now. Was there any other Tavern heroes that were changed? Apart from Mana Shield? No, Mana Shield wasn't changed. Sorry.
I have the same issue, dude. I talked so much about the PDR, confusing. And I also talked so much about the community proposals that I keep on mixing this up.
Yeah, and I have to be careful not to mix in the community proposals, because that will make me fool myself. So that's even worse. No, it's not any other change in the PTR for the initial heroes on the Fire Lord. Yeah.
Unforge. So yeah, has to be the Fire Lord, of course. Singe Slayer.
What do you think?
I don't know about that name. It sounds.
It just
sounds
really like
bad
it.
without being bad, basically. For some reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just change that one letter there, and it becomes pretty fast.
Are you thinking of the same word as me? Because that's a very British word.
I am.
Oh, you are. Wow, you're such an educated man, Dondolare.
Thank you, sir. That's what education got me, was bad English words, basically. I like it.
Oh, here comes the Paladin this time.
Yeah, he's doing the same he did when he played against Starship, trying to go for the insta-ras. I mean, it worked
and this is
very
what
well.
I felt like didn't... I guess,
well,
but then
he won at the end.
It didn't work well.
Yeah.
Oh, the rifle's going to definitely get the last hit here. Boom. I guess if you just deny the experience in the Fire Lord, that's pretty huge, but you kind of need to get the last hits.
Yeah.
But now there's 5 lava spawns in your face. So It's a little bit tricky now to keep skirmishing for Lemes. I wonder if he could be teching any faster. I'm just looking at the in-game time, 3:55, and his tech's only like 30 seconds underway. It seems a little bit late. Maybe you can go... Maybe that's as fast as you can go with power rifles, to be fair.
Now there are 8. No, there's 8 or 7 spawns. 8 spawns. He killed 1 maybe.
Yeah, one died,
Yeah.
I think. Maybe. I did see for a fact. To be fair, Flow TV, this is tricky business
If
game.
lava spawns had a food count, what would you say it would be? 2 or 3? 2 probably.
Well, the level 1 one could be 2, but then it would be 3 and then 4 in terms of
So
their pure
7,
power level.
14. So like in practical terms, Sheik had 41 food just now.
Yeah.
Makes sense. The water metals are 25 food, of course, if they were. Food, so.
We also have to think about the environment a little bit. I mean, global warming is already a problem, and then you put 8 lava spawns on the map. Really, Blizzard?
And incinerate.
And incinerate. And soul burn.
Oh, they went soulburn this time. Got your wish docs here. Let's see if it works. Yeah.
I mean, we did see
Buskill asked the
quite
question,
good.
Quberte, and I actually
Yep.
didn't think of this myself either. But when lava spawns are starting their split, basically animation,
Yes.
and they get focused, then if the split still goes through, they return to the original HP when the split started, right?
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't actually know how the split
Because that
works
happened
because
earlier,
you
so
recover-
I'm 90% sure that's how it worked. Because we also saw it earlier. Because like there was like one spawn starting to split, and then Lemes tried to focus it. It got down to like 10 HP, and then when it split, both had 300 or like more than half HP again.
I need to look at the spell in the editor for sure. I'm not certain how it
But that
works
of
because
course
if
makes
you...
it even stronger, right? Because if you can't like just immediately try to focus while splitting either. So
It must
but if you
die,
miss,
basically.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit tricky, I guess, to deal with. This game's been quite smooth for Sheik, I would say. His tier 2 is coming up. Blood Mage isn't even out for Lemes yet, and the Elf tier 2 is finishing, so his timing is going to be great. Naga will basically be out at the same time as the level 1 Blood Mage. I like the Scroll of the Beast as well. Pretty great item.
Yeah, wood count should look better as well. That being said, it's still 38 food against like what would be a pretty crisp 50 food timing.
Oh, you forgot
T3
Hunter
is
Soul
still
as well.
super late.
I guess you don't need the early Hunter Soul if you're just going to go for MGs.
No,
Because
not really.
you need to go to the tier 3 and then get the lures, and then you only really need like double MG by the time you get to tier 3 and then start the upgrades. But it's still maybe a little bit scuffed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still, I mean, it's still probably better. It's kind of hard to know, right? Maybe even because you get a little bit more lumber before you start your tier 3 tech, because you didn't build a Hunter Soul, then you get the tier 3 tech, and you get the Orb of Venom faster, because that only costs gold. It's not obvious, actually. It's better there. But,
Yeah.
he goes
Actually,
for
the
2
Shredder
shots,
purchase as
so
well.
he really wants double orbs when
Yeah.
tier 3 finishes.
But look at Krista's timing is 48 supply on the human side at 7:15. That's quick.
Sword?
And the humans on his side of the map, on Sheik's side of the map as well.
Yeah. It's almost like Lemes has done this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a super crisp timing, of course, so kind of perfect. I kind of wonder why this timing, you kind of didn't feel like it was close to appearing in the games like in several of the other games. I'm not sure what changed this time that make like it seem like this hits so crisply and like correctly, in lack of a better word.
I guess because the Blood Mage didn't do any creeping and Lemes didn't find the opponent on the way to the expansion, right? He just sort of beelined to the expo and immediately got there without being contested.
Soulburn there made sure he got a rifle kill. And he's going, well, didn't have Soulburn yet.
Whoa, 3 consumables all at the same time though for Sheik. Maybe a bit of an overcommitment, honestly.
Yeah,
I
because
feel
he's
like
not
if-
defending the expo anymore, right? So
Exactly,
is it that
exactly.
important to get kills there? Of
Yeah,
course,
if the
kills are
expo
not
was kind of... If it was up and it was dying, I feel like popping everything would have been like the effort you need, the steps you need to take to maybe save it, but yeah. Now you're just sort of pushing your opponent away. The Paladin can obviously just heal up single targets pretty much without any issues there.
We're back to the situation on Autumn Leaves though against Starship. That looks like Sheik will stabilize when until he gets level 3 and started getting orbs. Like, as long as Sheik doesn't lose a lot now, he just needs to have money to buy orbs, probably, to be able to hold. He needs MGs, of course, as well, but maybe just for the initial, to hold the initial stuff, he needs just orbs.
I interrupt you for a little bit because Mango gifted 5 subs. Thank you. Also, Buttcrumbs once again with sub number 2020. But Mango, my
Crazy.
dude, thank you.
Mango up.
What?
So I guess you could say like up in that
This
context.
is the banter you come for, guys.
Yep.
Look, I'm free talent, okay? So you know
True.
you gotta
That's true.
take what
You-
you get.
You can hire him, is what he
You
says.
didn't pick from the top shelf here, Neo. That's
I mean, the top shelf is not responding to me anymore. He's on vacation with his band. So what can I say? I'm taking what's available. I'm not picking per se.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Exactly.
So now, yes, he's getting marksmanship. He's have his first orbital line. He's getting third hero. I mean, it's not anywhere close to MGs. Can you like hold this without MGs?
No,
No, probably not.
no, I don't think so. And I guess what's tricky if you haven't been creeping actually with Firelord is that you don't have the mass summons built up.
Yeah.
And if you try and start the fire spawn train, it doesn't work mid-fight. So
This
you
is
are
like a
just
mind
entirely
game,
relying
by the
on-
way, where it turns out that for this hot build is super strong against standard human, but Pal Rifle is the way to counter it. This is
Oh my
like
God,
the
that's
thing
so
that's...
funny.
So if the Night of goes hot build and you don't go Pal Rifle, you're screwed. Might be.
Yeah. Looks like it for sure.
We'll have to see what happens. But I think Firelord won't be chosen anyway if we go with a conservative balance approach,
Probably not, no.
unfortunately.
He needs his, I still think he needs his own patch. We need to like go deep into the thinking.
Yeah.
Or,
it does
and
need a
also,
lot
we
of
kind of
changes.
we need to agree with what he wants him to be. Like this, when people say we want him to be able to play, do they actually mean that he should be like a viable first hero in all matchups? Or it's kind of hard to know for sure, right? So maybe agree on those things first would be make it easier. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I don't think
that will
Hero-
be easy to get the community behind what the Fire Lord's supposed to be. That will be easier. Dondolare with a great take.
shouldn't we all just be friends, Neo? We all think everything is balanced. That's doable, right?
Yeah, we should become like the Borg and just think with one mind. We are the collective. That would be
I
interesting. Oops.
Rough. That's a bad loss. I mean, yeah, super hard for Sheik to do anything here. It's obvious after a slight look at it
Well,
that
the
you need
banish
MGs.
slow down into surround, if that's possible.
Yeah, I guess Sheik still just has to depend on tick damage here, but yeah, you don't without the MGs you can't actually be annoying enough. You can't interrupt stuff, and it's so easy to get to the archers and heroes. So
Yeah, you can't win the battle of attrition whatsoever without the MGs. But yeah, solid performance by Lemes. It has to be said. Also, we've been having a lot of fun. We haven't been entirely concentrated on the game at times. We have just watched 6 Firelord First versus Pally Rifle games in a row. But credit to Lemes. He has played well throughout the entire series against both his opponents, and it looks like he's punching his ticket into the semi-finals here, boys. Most likely.
Dude, Lemes's entire career has been leading up to this very week.
true.
This very patch for
This-
20 years.
These 2 weeks, it's everything you've been waiting for.
It is interesting that like the joke from the get-go was Lemes. This is like Lemes, the world champion, and now he's going to face the world champion.
Oh,
Later tonight, probably.
Take the crown.
Dude,
Probably,
it would
I
be
mean-
so funny if the one who breaks the 30-week streak from Happy is Lemes with Pally Rifle, dude. I would celebrate so hard. Hamburg isn't safe tonight.
And Happy would probably think that is just a fair outcome. It's It's totally understandable. That would be my idea.
Yeah, you would probably argue that it depends on something, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last ditch effort here for Sheik, trying to keep the tree of eternity alive. No nature's blessing, of course, on that one. The Firelord here just feels really, really underwhelming, actually.
Oh, Mike,
at this stage of the
okay,
game.
banish help.
No, not enough mana, unfortunately, for the Fork Lightning. Ripperonis. Shredder here also trying to
still
put in a little bit of damage.
Oh.
Yeah, small losses though, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it should be, but it's always scary with this triple orb thing, man. I've been in this situation and things can go
Rifles
down
die fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that the poison damage obviously doesn't get mitigated by all the armor that the rifles have, which is 8 currently, which is huge, obviously. The Soulburn, it seems to last ages, actually, on level 2. Wait, how long does that last? That was crazy. Like it's off cooldown again, actually. That felt really like forever. Oh, Firelord probably going to get sniped. Headshot. Boom. And that's the end of it. Lemes books his ticket for the semi-finals here in the Back to Warcraft PTR Balance Cup.
There we go.
Gonna
Top
face
4.
Hawk or Anima, probably, yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Top 4 finish already. This might actually be the first top 4 finish for Poland in a weekly cup.
Does Narbu beg to differ?
Who?
Is he finished? No. Was that...
Maybe did Terror finish higher at
I
some
don't
point?
think so.
Oh, throwback right there.
But he's maybe a good, would probably be the best suggestion
Yeah.
in my book.